Before we start today's video, here's an important announcement. I'm giving away 50 plus free SOPs drafted by students studying at some of the best universities across the world. All you have to do is go to the pinned comments or description box to download them for free. So go check it out.
Let's start today's video with a quick question. What's common between brands like IKEA, H&M, Volvo, Electrolux, Spotify, Ericsson and Absolute Vodka? They're all from Sweden. And how can we forget the Swedish house mafia? Rated as one of the happiest countries in the world, Sweden is gaining its immense popularity amongst Indian students as it is much more affordable than most English language countries. Hey you guys, my name is Priya and in this video we'll be covering A to Z of studying in Sweden. Let us start with Swedish education system. Sweden offers bachelor's and master's both. Bachelor's are called first cycle and masters are called second cycle. Bachelor's degrees are usually 3 to 4 years and masters are usually 2 years. Programs are taught in English, Swedish and sometimes both. Usually, most bachelor degrees are taught in Swedish, but there are some universities that offer subjects in English too. At master's level, there are plenty of options available in English. Okay, now let's discuss intakes and deadline. Sweden has two major intakes. Autumn which starts in August or September and spring which starts in January. There are also some options available in summer but are very limited. September or autumn is the major intake and the applications are open for both bachelor's and masters from mid-October, a year prior to the intake. Deadlines are in January. For January or spring intake, the application will open in June, a year prior to the intake, and the deadline for that will be mid-August. I'm putting the links of the exact date in the description box below, so do make sure you check it out. Great, now let's head to universities and programs. There are public universities and university colleges. There are 15 public universities in Sweden and the list of those universities are on your screen right now. Speaking of university colleges, there are 15 of them as well and they are in front of the screen right now. There are 7 private universities and institutions as well that usually offer PG degrees. Let's have a look. As per QS, there are 2 Swedish universities in the top 100, 6 in the top 200 and 8 universities in the top 500 globally. In the Times Higher Education rankings, there are 2 Swedish universities in the top 100, 6 in the top 200 and 10 in the top 500 globally. In terms of program, there are plenty of options available. From engineering to IT, mathematics to business, music to arts, media to languages and education to public health. You will find whatever you're looking for. But like I said, not all programs will be available in English at bachelor level. Swedish universities will specifically mention which programs they teach in English on their website, so do make sure you check them out beforehand. Cool, now let's talk money matters and discuss tuition fee. For bachelors, the tuition fee for a full 3-year program on average around 3,50,000 Swedish krona, which is roughly 27 lakh rupees. Some courses like engineering can go up to 5 lakh Swedish krona or 38 lakhs for full program. Creative courses like fine arts and music can cost northwards of 8 lakh krona or 60 lakh for the full program. For masters, the average is around 1,75,000 krona or 14 lakh rupees for the full course. Some courses in health sciences or creative programs can be a bit expensive and some programs may also cost somewhere as little as 95,000 krona or 7 lakh rupee for the full course. The second most important cost is your living, so let's discuss that. Sweden can be a bit expensive like most Scandinavian nations. According to www.studyinsweden.se, you should set aside a minimum of 9,450 Swedish krona a month as your living expense. This will roughly estimate around 72,000 Indian rupees. But do note that this is an average amount and it may vary as per your requirements, rent, the city that you live in and your spending habits. Cool, now let's move on to the most important part of the discussion, application and documentation. The good news is that you do not have to visit individual university website, create separate account and all the hassle to apply at Swedish universities. www.universityadmissions.se is your one-stop website run by Swedish universities and the Swedish Council of Higher Education, where you can not only look up for courses but also all the universities at one place. The process is pretty simple. You go to the website, look for the courses and universities that you are interested in, create an account and apply to these courses as and when they open. The application fee is 900 Swedish krona or 6,800 Indian rupee. If you want me to make a separate video on a step-by-step process of how to apply to these Swedish universities, let me know in the comment section below. For bachelor's, you will need your schooling mark sheet, passport and English language proficiency test, which is usually 6.5 in IELTS with no bands less than 5.5. Also, math will be required by most degree programs. For masters, you will need complete education documents, passport and English language test with an overall of 7 bands with no bands less than 6 is required. TOEFL, IBT or PT are also accepted, and many universities will also accept English grades from class 12, but do check that beforehand. I'm putting the link to the detailed requirements in the description box below, so do make sure you check it out. Now let's head to Swedish study visa. To apply for Swedish study visa, there are 5 major requirements. Copy of your passport, admission to a Swedish institution, documents showing that you have financial support, documents providing that you have or have applied for a health insurance policy that covers your stay in Sweden, and application fee for visa. You will have to show 9,450 Swedish krona a month for the duration of your study visa. So for example, say if your visa is of 1 year, then you will have to show 9,450 Swedish krona into 12, which will come up to 1,13,400 Swedish krona or roughly 8.3 lakh Indian rupee. You can show your income certificates, bank letters, scholarships or sponsors too. The application fee for a student visa is 1,500 Swedish krona or 11,500 Indian rupee. The visa process can be done online. Also, if you want me to make a step-by-step process video of how to apply for Swedish study visa, then drop a Swedish flag emoji in the comment section below. Cool, now let's talk about part-time jobs and post-study work visa. The good news is there are no restrictions on the working hours in Sweden, but the bad news is that it's very difficult to find a part-time job, given that in most customer-facing jobs it's important to know Swedish. But many degree programs will offer internships, so that's a good thing to focus on. Talking about post-study work visa, you can apply for 12-month extension to look for a job or set up your business after you graduate. Once you find a job, you can apply for work permit. I'm dropping the link to all the helpful resources in the description box below. We hope that this video helped you with all the information that you need to plan your next step forward to study in Sweden. All the necessary links that we talked about in this video are mentioned in the description box below, so do make sure you check it out. And while you're on the way to do that, make sure you subscribe to our channel because it's free, just like our services. I'll see you next time.